Let's move on to this very controversial story making the rounds right now. An unconfirmed number of Nigerians who were deported by the British authorities this morning have arrived at the Murtala Mohammed Airport, Lagos. The affected Nigerians who reportedly arrived aboard a chartered aircraft from London are said to be the first batch of about 29,000 Nigerians awaiting deportation from the United Kingdom. The deportation move has generated controversy in the past weeks, with civil rights activists questioning the British government's decision and describing it as illegal. I'm now being joined by Kehinde Ojo from Bedford in the United Kingdom. In fact, she is at the Yarlswood Detention Center. She's going to be speaking to me now on Network Africa. I believe she's on the line. Thank you so much for making our time to speak to us on the program. We do understand that you are awaiting deportation. You have been detained for the past 9 months at Yarlswood Detention Center. What were your offenses?
Actually, there is not any offenses. Actually, when my paper ran out and I put on an application, the application was awaiting a decision by the time they picked me up from my house. And since then, they kept me here for the 9 months, and the life here was so bad, and it wasn't a pleasant one at all.
That's quite interesting.
It was actually...
All right, I'm listening. Go ahead, please, ma'am. Kehinde Ojo, if you can hear me, yeah, we're listening to you.
Yeah, actually, there was not any offense in particular. Normally, when my visa ran out, I put on an application for renewal, and they did not make any decision. They only came to pick me up from my house, and they put me in detention center for no reason.
How long have you been in the United Kingdom?
I've been in the United Kingdom since 2004.
And right now you said you were picked up and your application has not been processed. Is the Nigerian High Commission in the UK aware of your predicament?
I think if they're not aware, they're not aware. Even if they're aware, they don't do nothing about it.
What have you approached the Nigerian High Commission with this? What you're talking about now? Are they aware?
Yeah, they are aware that a lot of Nigerians are detained illegally at the center here. It seems that they don't show any concern about it.
Let me also ask you, the application process that you said you put in, what stage is it in, and at what point were you picked up?
I think I just put in the application, and they acknowledged it, and then they came to my house and knocked at the door, and then they picked me up.
At what point are you due for?
It was while I was in the detention center that they took the decision.
At what point are you due for deportation? And do you have a lawyer speaking on your behalf?
By December, they said, by December.
Going by, what you said, if push comes to shove, are you ready to return to your country?
I think I'm not ready to return to my country because I built my personal life here. It's going to be a bit challenging for me going back to my country. And I have nothing to fall on. If I go back to my country, I don't have much relatives there to stay with. And here, and right in my country as well, there is nothing there. I've got nothing there. This is where I've stayed. I work for them. I pay tax for them. And then at the end of the day, this is what they want to do.
Well, like you mentioned earlier, the Nigerian High Commission is still your go-to for most of the solution. We'll keep our eye on the story and see how it unfolds. We just want to wish you good luck.
Thanks a lot.